everybody, Mr. JK here. Yeah, we're here for another video, but this time we're doing something a little different. We're not reacting to a fat electrician video today, though I did see that he had a new video up, and that will be up on probably Wednesday or Thursday, because that is a long video, and my god, the amount of editing I'm gonna have to do for that. Jesus Christ, dude, that's an hour long. Oh my god. Anyways, guys, welcome. So we just had a first and foremost, huge shout out to Daco here. He's been doing great, giving us some news about what going on with the Fnaf 10-year anniversary that's going on right now. Yeah, bet you guys didn't know that, so well, it should be obvious by one of my about the Fnaf 4 video that's on my channel today. So anyways, yeah, been a huge fan of the Fnaf series since like its inception back in 2014 during summer. I've been with this series since then. Yeah. So yeah, 10-year anniversary going on right now, and we have another announcement, and it is a huge announcement. I might actually buy this game. So for anyone who doesn't know, there was an announcement that came out late today, as I got off of work, funny no less, of a mysterious collaboration between Fnaf and another game company or another video game series, and that video series was finally revealed to be Dead by Daylight. Yes, you heard me right. Dead by Daylight is finally doing a collaboration with Five Nights at Freddy's. The only sucky part is it's coming out in 2025 during summer. Oh, the pain. That's gonna be waiting. So yeah, two of my favorite franchises I've been looking into for a while. Unfortunately, I don't got any Dead by Daylight videos on the channel. I do have it on my PlayStation, but I barely played it. I'm actually get back into it just from this alone, but my god, I can't believe it. It finally happened. I've heard a lot of negativity around this, and some people didn't really like the idea of it collabing with Dead by Daylight because they say it quote unquote isn't changing anything. And it's like, it's literally a whole different franchise. It's a whole different horror franchise. And also, come on, if you like all the collaborations you want Five Nights at Freddy's to do a collaboration, why like Dead by Daylight is like literally the top of the anticipation. It's literally at the top of the list. Why wouldn't you want a Fnaf and Dead by Daylight crossover? As a matter of fact, I've heard in the grapevine that I believe Behavior Studios wanted to do a collaboration with Scott before, so it's finally happening. Can't believe it's happening. We're gonna get some. I expect we're gonna get more info on this, and Daco might give us more info, but my god, man, I cannot believe it. It actually happened. It actually happened. I am so excited. Anyways, I'm done talking. Let's get into this video. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Daco.
What's going on, guys? Daco back again. Hope you're fantastic today, and I can't contain my excitement because the collab announcement just got announced, and it is Dead by Daylight with Five Nights at Freddy's, which is absolutely insane. The two biggest things that I wanted was Fortnite or Dead by Daylight, so I'm so happy that it was one of those.
To be fair, for a lot of people, and I have seen the interview, unfortunately. I wanted to react to it, but unfortunately I didn't. I was so caught up because I was at work. But yeah, in the interview he did state it, especially when it comes to collaborations, that he wanted to make sure that it stays when doing a collaboration, that they stay true to the franchise. And in case of Five Nights at Freddy's, it's a horror game first and foremost, and that's what a lot of people sometimes forget. While it can be goofy at times, it is first and foremost a horror game. So of course Dead by Daylight it makes sense. Why wouldn't it? It makes sense.
Do you remember in the Scott interview? Thank you so much for the support on that, by the way. Scott said he's very careful about what games he chooses.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, he's talking about it right now. Yeah, he's very careful about which games he chooses to collaborate with because he wants to make sure that it stays faithful to the franchise.
Uses with Fnaf. When I looked back at the interview and watched it again with you guys yesterday, I was like, yeah, I feel like it would be more Dead by Daylight because it.
Yeah, it makes the most sense. Why wouldn't it be? It makes sense. Like, I'm surprised a lot of people were upset about that. I was like, dude, what are you talking about? This makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. How can you be so upset about this? Like, it is the most, like, if two puzzle pieces couldn't fit together, man, these are two puzzle pieces that could not fit the most perfect together. Like, for real, I can't believe some people were still upset about that. I mean, I can't believe some people were upset about that, man. It makes sense. Of course. Why not?
It's a horror game, you know, and FNAF is just such a perfect franchise to be in Dead by Daylight. It's so perfect, guys. I remember years ago I was saying FNAF Dead by Daylight is such a perfect thing to happen. It's so
dude, it's a match made in heaven. It's perfect for it.
Perfect. I know a lot of people were hoping for Springtrap. We don't know anything yet. We just know the collab announcement.
Yeah, we just know there's collaboration with it. So we don't know if we're gonna get Springtrap or any of the other animatronics. My bet is, well, technically Springtrap is like the most iconic character in FNAF because of who's attached to it. But it wouldn't surprise me if they do add if it is Freddy in the gang, and how they're gonna tie in all the other animatronics into Dead by Daylight, which they absolutely can, because some of the killers in the game Dead by Daylight has their own unique mechanic tied to that could tie into the map or just in the killer themselves. Like, for instance, like as a gimmick, Freddy has this thing where he can literally put Freddy, and I'm talking about like Freddy Krueger, literally has this thing where it's like has this mechanic where he'll make you fall asleep, or I forgot the killer's called the Pig, right? Which is a Saw character. Literally puts you in a Saw trap. Sudoku, TVs, like it's possible. They can pull that off. Like if there's anything, I expect that they absolutely can pull this off. And now, rather if it's gonna be like if they're gonna completely overhaul like the win condition for the map, which, by the way, if they do that, that just opens up a lot of doors. Like, for example, the win condition could be either escaping or getting to 6 a.m. Like escaping or getting to 6 a.m., which will make all the doors open so everybody can escape. Like, you can like easily, and like you can have like, and the trade-off is the animatronics are a lot more aggressive as the hour counts down, and they get more abilities as it progresses. This is an idea I'm coming up with, where it's like, okay, so how do we tie in the mechanics of Five Nights at Freddy's with Dead by Daylight? Okay, so my thought process is we're gonna use the way Five Nights at Freddy's works, that you have to survive all the way to 6 a.m. and each passing day the animatronics get more and more aggressive. But so instead of the animatronics getting more, instead of it being like you survive a day or two with them and they get passively more aggressive, it's going to be upgraded to every single hour that goes by they get more and more aggressive. And the trade-off is, once it hits that final hour, everybody can escape. Like, that's the way I'm picturing how it's going to go. Like, I would love to see anybody, if anyone, like, let me know down in the comment section what you guys would think how the mechanics would work.
But we don't know who the killer's going to be or the survivors. If it's
anything, 100%, especially if we're talking about survivors. Okay, so the killer is pretty obvious. You got like a multitude, but the most important character, I think, and it would be a no-brainer if they didn't use this character, it would be Springtrap. I mean, somebody already made like a custom like spotlight video of him and how his abilities will work, but I doubt they're gonna do that. But in terms of survivors, easily we can use the survivors from the movies. We can literally use characters from the movies. We can literally use Josh Hutcher's character Mike Schmidt, and he can be in the game there. Like, no, actually, now that I think about it, there's no doubt in my mind that that's who the survivor is gonna be.
it's going to be with the games or the movie. We'll have to wait and see. But Dead by Daylight is such a great pick, and I'm so happy that it's finally happening. I love Dead.
Oh, as another, I forgot to tack on to that whole idea with the 6 every single hour that goes by, and they get more and more aggressive. Doing a generator also causes them to get more aggressive because you're speeding up the hours too.
Dead by Daylight. I've been playing it since day one. You guys have seen videos on Dead by Daylight I've done in the past on day one when it came out. I still play Dead by Daylight now. I used to stream Dead by Daylight on my Twitch channel. I absolutely love the game. It's so good. It's amazing that it's still going after 8 years. Dead by Daylight's doing super well with all the collabs that they're doing. They've done some really great ones.
By the way, I can't wait for that Castlevania one. That one's fucking awesome. And I knew recently they did a Dungeons and Dragons one not too long ago with Vecna. Dude, man, they're on a roll.
With movies and games from horror franchises. So yeah, it was finally time, guys, for Fnaf to happen in it, I think. And so many people have wanted this to happen for years. Yes. For years and years and years.
That's the thing a lot of people don't understand. It's like, dude, you know how many of us have been cramming for years for this to happen? Like how many videos, man? How many videos? Not from me, but just like from other people. Like we've wanted this collab for like the longest time.
We've been waiting for this to happen, and it's finally here. So here it is, guys. Dead by Daylight X Five Nights at Freddy's Summer 2025.
Yes.
The reason
that's the only sucky part. It's gonna last all the way to 2025, which makes sense. Because they already got other things going on. Like other expansions, like for instance, a Lara Croft expansion, I think got announced not too long ago. There's the Castlevania one too. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they got other ones coming along the way. By the way, I think somebody highlighted this. I saw somebody stream this earlier, but I think this could be just me. I think I see. Don't this look like a little pair of eyes right here? I swear it does.
Why loads of people were saying it's not Dead by Daylight is because they released a roadmap and everybody was saying, yeah, none of this is related to Fnaf, it's not going to happen. And then they announced Castlevania for their like collab announcement. So yeah, people were like, no, it can't be Fnaf now, it's Castlevania. So the release date is summer 2025 next year. So it's really exciting, something to look forward to for next year.
To be fair, they got enough time to cook in that kitchen, and I hope they cook good.
Come around really quickly, guys. You know, we'll blink and it will be 2025. We're already in August.
We really are. It's like that's the thing. It's like everybody says, "Oh man, it's next year." And I was like, I mean, honestly, if you've been paying attention, like time is flying like a time is just flying like that. It's like we're already in August,
and I remember Christmas like it was yesterday. So yeah, it's gonna come around really quick.
I remember when it was New Year's like it was yesterday.
I'm sure before then, before summer, we'll get more details. We'll get a trailer. We'll find out who the...
Yeah, I'm betting during that time period we're probably gonna get probably starting 2025. They might actually start releasing like teasers of who the killer is gonna be.
Killer is. We'll find out what the map is like. We'll find out who the survivors are. But yeah, that's all we know so far. I'm so excited. It took a while actually because the Scott Games Twitter said check someone's Twitter, and we've just been waiting all day, waiting for that tweet from an account. And we've been theorizing, going crazy. Is it Fortnite? Is it Dead by Daylight? Is it Stumble Guys? I've been going crazy over Stumble Guys. It's been pretty funny. And then Scott started joining people's live streams. Yeah. As soon as Scott joined live streams, I was like, yeah, this is something big. Scott doesn't really join live streams to see people streaming about the collab announcement unless it's huge, right? So yeah.
Yeah, like that's the thing about Scott too. It's like even in like charity streams, he'll like pop in on especially Daco's charity streams and stuff. And I think he was there when he did the 50-20 mode and completed it, which led to the first interview.
When I saw that, I was like, it's got to be big. So I'm so happy it's Dead by Daylight. We're going to talk a little bit now about our ideas on who the killer's going to be and what the map's going to be like.
So as I thought, it's more or less speculation, which is fine. I like speculating.
I feel like everybody wants Springtrap.
Yeah.
Springtrap's been everybody's top #1 for years and years. I remember people theorizing like their own mechanic.
Yeah, and stuff like that. Yeah, Springtrap was like easy pick. The easiest pick.
On what Springtrap could be, like his killer perks and
Yeah,
stuff.
some people say like someone went with the idea like the spotlight video I'm talking about. His name will be the attraction. I think they're just gonna call him the animatronic.
I feel like Springtrap would be the biggest one. Springtrap or Spring Bonnie. One of those two. I don't. The other choice is obviously Freddy Fazbear. From the interview specifically as well, we've heard Scott talk about the animatronics and they're just kids possessing the suits and they only kill for a reason. You know.
Which, by the way, with the lore of Dead by Daylight, you could easily, easily still make that work. Well, how it's presented, like how the entity works. Like for example, like the way they get there. And like the way they're being influenced by the entity to kill the because the entity can easily make the animatronics believe they're seeing their killer whenever they come across every single survivor. And like you can easily there's like a lot of people don't understand, like the entity can easily, there's a way to actually lore tie in how the animatronic, like even if you would say Springtrap fits the most because he is a direct killer, and it's like, yeah, by the way, you have other entities that aren't necessarily killing just to kill per se. They're actually killing for a reason. Like for example, you can easily tie in a way as to why the entity summoned them there, and what the entity, how the entity is influencing them in some way. Because again, they're children, and this thing can play on that and say, there's your killer, kill him, hook him. Like there's ways to make that work.
So I do think it's going to be Springtrap or Spring Bonnie because, you know, that's William Afton. That's the actual killer.
Again, doesn't matter because the way the lore works in Dead by Daylight, like you, how, if you actually look at how all the killers got there and how the entity is influencing them in some way, especially with reluctant killers or like killers that are a little bit more, I wouldn't say innocent, but a little bit more naive, has a little bit more naivete with them. For example, I forgot the name of this fucking character, but she uses plagues and diseases. And then you got people like the cowboy or the death flinger as he's called. And then you got Billy. Like there's ways to do that.
And he's the villain. And
there's ways to make the animatronics like do what they do and tie into why they're doing what they're doing.
Dead by Daylight, they're all killers and villains, and you know the main villains in movies and games. So yeah, I do think it's
like it's either or. Like both actually more have a strong way to tie them in some way. Have a strong chance. Yeah. Both have a strong way to be tied into this.
It's going to be Springtrap or Spring Bonnie. Maybe it's Spring Bonnie and there's a skin for Springtrap or vice versa. Something like that. But I do think it's going to be William Afton, Spring Bonnie, Springtrap. One of those. 95%. I don't think it's going to be Freddy or anybody else.
Yeah,
it could be. It could be Freddy. But I do think I would pick Springtrap for this.
Yeah, just like from like popularity, yeah, Springtrap is easily a pickable option.
Really would, and it just fits the vibe of Dead by Daylight more. Map layout, I do think it's just going to be a pizzeria. I feel like that would be the wisest choice, like a pizzeria. Maybe you can go outside the pizzeria because I know Dead by Daylight maps are quite big. So maybe it would be like the Nightmare on Elm Street one or something. Where, you know, you've got the school, but you've also got all the outside as well. Something like that. I feel like it could work where you've got the pizzeria, but you've also got outside the pizzeria, like the parking lot. And you know what I mean? Something like that. Unless I make a massive pizzeria, like a pizzaplex from Security Breach or something like that. I don't know, but it's got to be the pizzeria. It has to be a pizzeria. or Fazbear Fright, something like that. You know, you can't do a FNAF collab without the pizzeria, without the location, right? So I feel like it's going to be something like that. And, you know, like I said, the pizzeria would be small, very, very small for a map. So maybe it's just a little area in the whole map and you've got the neighborhood and parking lot, stuff like that. Survivors is an interesting one because we don't actually have an official Michael Afton or something in the actual games. For the actual games, it could be like Vanessa or something. But this is where I'm leaning more towards. It could be like a movie collab, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, since the movie's more recent and like got so good in popularity, you can easily see either Mike or Vanessa, the police officer Vanessa, or both of them being two new survivors.
Where we actually have Spring Bonnie from the FNAF movie, and then the survivors are Vanessa and Mike Afton from the movie. Something like that, like a movie collab. Summer 2025 is really, really close to the movie release as well. You know, the movie release is going to be December 2025, so releasing like a movie collab for summer. You got the movie Spring Bonnie as the killer, Vanessa and Michael as the survivors.
Yeah, actually, that could be like a legacy skin for them if they do Springtrap. And the same thing, especially if we're talking about like Freddy and the gang, like I could easily see like their legacy skins being each and every iteration of them
with a collab with the movie, something like that. Or we might get or we might get like a Dead by Daylight version of Michael Afton from the games or something. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It could be a movie collab as well, which is absolutely fine. You know, because it's still Spring Bonnie, and you know there could be a skin for Springtrap or something. Or you know they could just use Springtrap and still have movie Vanessa and movie Michael Afton as the two survivors or one survivor. I don't know.
There's a such thing. I don't know if he knows this, but there's a such thing as like legacy skins.
That's what my mind's thinking right now, guys. It could be a movie collab or it could be with the games. I'm specifically talking more about the survivors. You know, survivors, Vanessa and Michael from the movie. I feel like that would work. Yes. So yeah, it is very exciting, guys. I think
it would only make sense that they would pick they're from the movies. Now, is it possible for them to go for the books? Which the books I'm talking about is like the like I think it was like I forgot what you call that dual or that ology type of series where it's like 4 movies or like 4 books or something. I forgot the actual name. God, what a frame to pause on. Okay, sorry about that, Mike. Sorry about that, Doc. Go. Sorry, Lewis. Yeah, so like potentially they could try to go for the books. Like they could go for Charlie or anybody like that, but that's a stretch.
Can't really think of anything else like perks and stuff, but it is really.
It's possible. I think I got one perk idea, but I'm still cooking it. It's still cooking in the oven in terms of how it react. Like for example, my cat's just saying about like dream theory on this book he has called Dream Theory. So it's like I can easily say that's the easy perk right there, Dream Theory. And I think how it would work, it would definitely tie into like revealing the like killer in some way, but also being able to avoid the killer in some way. Again, that's a work in progress idea I got going.
Really exciting, and you know, a lot of people, including me, have been waiting for this day for a very, very long time. I remember wanting FNAF in Dead by Daylight years and years and years ago. I remember emailing Scott to, you know, try and get this to happen, and I'm really, really happy that Scott's finally decided that this is a good choice for a collab. And yes. I completely agree. Like Dead by Daylight is such a good game with so many horror collabs as well.
That is a perfect collab.
Five Nights at Freddy's fits perfectly with it, you know, and it's going to do really well. It's going absolutely crazy on Twitter right now. It's probably one of the most wanted collabs in Dead by Daylight. Like, guys, seriously, if you knew, like, this has been going.
I believe, like I said before, I think some of the developers actually talked about. Actually wanted to do this type of collaboration for a while, so I'm betting they're pretty happy too.
Going on for years, people wanting FNAF with Dead by Daylight, so it is really, really exciting. I'm so happy for people, and yeah, it's going to be great, so I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see more about it, and of course we'll be doing videos on it on the channel,
of course,
like the trailer reaction and any updates about the FNAF collab. It'll be on here, yeah. And of course we'll be playing it when it comes out as well, so yeah, really exciting.
I want that go-kart Finest Freddy's game, which looks awesome, by the way. Might actually play it on my channel one day.
Can't wait. Something else to look forward to. So yeah, super excited.
No promises.
Excited. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Are you happy with Dead by Daylight, or did you want Fortnite or something else? You never know.
I'm happy with it. If I'm being straight honest, just think about like a collaboration with Fortnite. Like, it's possible, but it's like, it really would. It'd just be off, if that makes sense.
Guys, in the future we might see Fortnite with FNAF in the future. One can dream. It'll happen someday, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, don't worry. Yeah. I'm sure it will.
Like, I'm pretty sure it might happen one day. Like, I'm not discounting that as a possibility, but then yeah, that could happen. That could definitely happen.
But yeah, Dead by Daylight FNAF is amazing, yeah, and I can't wait. I really can't wait. I'm so happy.
Can't wait for this to come out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now because it's super late. I love you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, please. It's so exciting, and I'll see you all next time.
That's gonna be it for this video today. Whew. Oh my, that was long. Okay, so yeah, I'm cutting it short. Thank you guys for joining me today, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.